For all that new anger, Peter Parker was still only a man under the mask. One universe further out, back on Earth 121347, there was a man who carried something far worse than anger. We left Johnny Blaze in 2007, refusing to hand his curse back to the devil, swearing to turn the monster inside him against its maker. But 8 years is a long time to carry a thing that feeds on punishment. The defiance wore down to hiding, and the stunt rider who once sold his soul to save his father was living like a ghost in the empty corners of Eastern Europe, far from anyone the rider could hurt, searching for any way to tear the curse out of his soul. He had made himself impossible to find, but fate has a way of finding men who owe it something. A warrior monk named Moreau tracked Johnny down carrying the only offer that could reach him. His order knew how to lift the curse, and they would lift it in exchange for one job first. Somewhere in Europe, a mother and her son were running for their lives, and the thing hunting them was the devil himself. The devil wore the name Rourke now, one of the 1,000 names we learned he travels under, and he wore a new face too, because the body we watched him make deals in back in 2007 was only ever a suit. Human flesh burns out fast with the devil inside it. A few years and it fails, and every body he takes can only hold a fraction of what he really is. That is why the boy existed at all. Danny was his son, born from a bargain his mother had once made to survive, a child built from the devil's own line, the one vessel that could carry him at full power. Rourke's borrowed flesh was failing, and his plan was to pour himself into the boy, father into son, and walk the earth whole at last. Johnny took the job, because it was the first way out anyone had ever offered him, and the road to Danny handed him a truth that rewrote his whole damnation. The Ghost Rider had never been a demon, it had been an angel, a spirit of justice the devil captured and twisted until it forgot its own light. For 8 years, Johnny had believed he was carrying a monster. He had been sharing his body with a prisoner of the same war, and the same enemy had built both of their cages. Johnny reached them in time. The rider went through Rourke's hunters like judgment itself, and the boy who watched a burning skeleton save his life decided the monster was on his side. Mother and son rode with Johnny to the Order's hidden sanctuary, and there Moreau kept his word. The monks pulled the curse out of him, and after 8 years of burning, Johnny Blaze woke up as only a man. It is the oldest price in these stories. He was free for exactly as long as freedom was useless.